piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about it.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up.
5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so.
Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. How the hell did I end up here? Why me? Wah. Wah. Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that I could have landed me in Zero's game. Oh boy, I've already read this at least twice. Yes. I did nothing bad, so why is it me? That's like, yeah, that's the gist. Did I do bad things? No. Except sleep with some lady that I shouldn't have. I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nonary game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was it happening? Yep, we've seen this bunch of times. Christmas Day, but his computer pooped out, so he had to go to the library to get the thing done, because the guy wouldn't give him Christmas off. And his girlfriend broke up with him, so he was in a poopy mood about it. So he was gonna pull an all-nighter, and he got into his car with this really weird logo t-shirt thing and jumpsuit. And then he puts the key in a bunch of times, and then the car just goes blah, blah, blah. Flooding the transmission and whatnot. And then all of a sudden we get that picture of him spreading his legs and fart gas going all over the place, and then this gas mask. Oh, I went a little too fast, didn't I? We're still up. Here we go. Ah, no. Oh, it stinks. Oh. Yeah, he didn't know what to do. Yeah, he's all confused and stuff. Creepy guy with the mask. Wearing a gas mask, but outside the car where there isn't smoke, because that's the thing to do. And then he took a napsy. How was that? Did you guys like my, summation? Not bad? I'm sure it's not the last time we'll see it. I'll probably get to do that again. And again. And again. 3 more times, probably. But, I mean, at this point, if you're even still watching, it's been like 50 minutes. And you've already seen 70 to 80% of it again, because it's identical. So, hope you don't mind. Spent a few minutes wallowing in my misery, figured I deserved at least a little self-pity, but even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't gonna get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we need to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head, stood up straight, and headed off. Oh boy. Might as well... Yeah, I might as well bundle this all up together in one app video. So I won't take it personally if you leave early, considering we've done this. I doubt there's gonna be anything new. But you never know, like earlier when we went to the infirmary and then we heard Alice and the other girl, Clover.
Ah, Sigma.
Another dude. This place is turning into a real sausage fest.
You were one of the first people in here, weren't you?
Yeah, so?
Well, did you notice anything?
No. Although I guess I did notice that the sofa's pretty comfortable.
Okay, how about something more useful?
I'd say that the comfort level of a sofa is pretty useful.
Right.
Dio, what's this?
That? What, you can't tell? It's a dirty magazine.
Oh, come on. It's about astronomy. Can you read?
Can you even see? Just look at those rings on Saturn. Don't they excite you?
Different strokes, I guess.
It appears to be a special dedicated to a lunar eclipse. The cover says the eclipse can be observed on December 31st, 2028.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it did say something like that.
December 31st. That's 6 days from now, right?
6 days, huh?
You mean today is December 25th?
Yeah. Well, I think it is. Depends on how long I was out for after they hit me with that gas, I suppose.
Hey, Kay. Your team went to the crew quarters, right? Did you find anything?
Nothing of interest.
Ah, this time around. See, if you notice, I don't remember who it was in here before. I think it was Alice. But Alice was the one to go, "What? 6 days? What are you talking about?" And then what's his face? Oh, I'll keep going first.
You'd better not be hiding something.
There really wasn't anything helpful. At least, nothing that could help us escape. There was a book about a cat, though.
Yeah. Dio is like, "I was abducted on January this," or whichever date he says, to make it seem like there are 3 different days. But this time, he's just like, "Oh, 6 days, huh?"
A cat? What, so now Zero Senior's a crazy cat lady? Just what the hell are we supposed to do with that tidbit?
It's more useful than how comfortable the sofa is.
Hey, the sofa's comfort level is very useful. What?
I think you must have misunderstood me. This book isn't for, cat ladies. It's about Schrodinger's cat.
I don't really give a shit about the breed, genius. Anyway, I'm a dog person, if you couldn't tell.
No, it's not an issue of breed.
Okay. So it's a story about poor Mr. Schrodinger and his beloved cat, right? Don't tell me. The cat, who fucking who?
Fine. Never mind.
Just as I was about to open my mouth and tell Kay that I cared about what he'd found if Dio didn't, Luna and Phi appeared.
Oh, hello, Sigma.
So this is where you were.
Did any of you find anything?
Nope, got squat.
You were looking, though, right? Hey,
I mean, we weren't wasting time. I was just asking them what they'd found.
and?
Nothing.
Useless.
What about you, Sigma? You were one of the people searching the infirmary, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It'd take too long to explain. Just have a look at this. I dug the paper out of my pocket and handed it to Luna.
It looks like a piece of newspaper.
We found it in the infirmary.
The headline says, Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What? What is Radical 6?
Just read the article.
Okay. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
A cold silence fell over the room. For several long minutes, no one spoke. It was Kay who finally broke the spell.
Is there a chance? I mean, I certainly hope it isn't the case, but could it be that this facility is, in fact, one of the quarantine locations that clipping mentions?
Then, you're saying we're all infected with this Radical 6 virus?
I don't know. It doesn't really fit. None of us have shown any kind of symptoms.
Well, I do feel a little strange. I've lost my balance a few times.
My body feels kind of weird too, now that you mention it.
That's probably just because you were asleep for so long.
Are you suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
Yeah, it just doesn't add up. The order's backwards. Maybe if we'd been thrown in here after this virus started spreading. But right now it looks like we were abducted before this thing turned into a pandemic. How's that make any kind of sense? Besides, you found that article in the safe, right? That means Zero Senior put it there specifically so we could find it and read it.
Why would Zero do something like that?
So that we'd think this place is a quarantine facility. So that we'd think what Zero wants us to think.
How do you mean?
This thing is just a prop. Something to set the scene. Zero's trying to freak us out. That article is a fake.
You got a point. If it was real, why cut it out? Just leave a newspaper with the article circled in red pen or something.
Right? That lazy son of a bitch. Probably too much of a pain in the ass to fake a whole paper.
What does the other side look like?
Uh-huh. Hold on. It's black.
See? There you go. Why would a newspaper just be black on one side?
Well, perhaps there was an ad there.
An ad?
Some sort of full-page ad with a black background.
No. I'd bet you money an article like this was front page news. It's too big of a story. And I really don't think they put full page ads on the back of the front page.
Exactly. Even I know that, and I can count the number of times I've read a paper on one hand. If Zero Senior really wanted to trick us, why not go all out? Only an idiot would fall for this. It's pathetic. Am I right or what?
I suppose you do have a point.
Yes, I agree.
Besides, I don't remember ever hearing any news about any pandemic. If it was really killing hundreds of thousands of people, I'm pretty sure that would have been on the news.
You're right. We would have heard about it.
Alright, let's have a look around. See if we can find anything else.
Good idea.
I'll be off then. What about you guys? The consensus seemed to be that they intended to remain. Okay, see y'all later. With a wave, I made my way to the exit. Where to next?
Sigma, huh? What do you want?
Want? I just came by to check up on you.
Oh, I thought maybe you were here to kill me.
Why would I do that?
Because I betrayed you in the last AB game. I'm the reason you and Fire down to 1 PP.
Yeah, but that's hardly a reason to kill you.
Maybe.
It was clear that conversation wasn't going anywhere. I shut my mouth and looked around. So, is it just you here?
On this side of the divider, yeah.
This side?
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
The lady who was murdered, you mean? You've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why is that?
Well, what? Isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
That's just because we got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear it has no problems killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh?
Yeah?
Then don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium the bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her. Who else could it be?
If Zero is one of us, then you're saying one of us murdered the old lady. You saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
You and Quark were grabbed together?
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
Is he your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
But what if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Why's that?
Quark's got nothing to do with this.
So it's got something to do with you then?
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
Wait, what? There's nothing suspicious about me.
What? The truth? Why do you want to know the truth? Why am I suspicious? Alright, tell me this then. When and where did Zero Senior abduct you?
And forgive me if I don't feel like spilling my guts to a guy who probably hates him right now.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Quark!
Hey, stop it. Quark, don't tell him a damn thing!
You're getting more suspicious by the... I'd started toward the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the divider, but... he was just standing there, a blank, slightly confused look on his face. Hey, you alright? Can you hear me?
Huh?
You want some
What?
snacks?
Is something happening?
I turned to look at Tenmyoji. He looked back confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah. You were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand.
Fast.
My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
He glanced at the bed in the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. What the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back, Hal!
Oh, yeah, right. Quark, get over here.
Well, it's too late now! You really sure you're okay?
yeah.
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine.
Well, it looks to me like you're doing fine.
Come on. Let's get back to work. I'm guessing you didn't find a secret passage somewhere, huh?
Nope.
I see.
I'll go check up on the others then. Tenmyoji, keep an eye on him, alright?
What, you think I need you to tell me that?
I grinned and turned toward the exit. Where to go next? There's only one place.
Oh, Sigma.
Well, have you found anything?
Nope. What about you?
Nothing. I looked through 3 or 4 of the rooms in here. No secret passages so far.
I don't think we're gonna find any. Do you really think Zero Senior is that stupid?
You're probably right. A secret passageway would be a pretty serious oversight. I have a lot of choice adjectives for Zero, but I admit stupid isn't one of them.
Right?
Hey, there's something I've been wondering about.
What?
So, what exactly is the deal with the two of you?
What do you mean?
You obviously know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we do. We're half sisters. Any chance you'd buy that one?
Sorry,
Then what do you think we are?
I didn't feel like playing games. What's headquarters supposed to mean?
What?
I heard you two talking in the infirmary. You said something about getting in touch with headquarters. Awkward.
What should we do?
Alice laid her hands on her hips and sighed.
Clover and I are co-workers.
Okay, where do you co-work?
We can't tell you that.
Why not? Is this some sort of secret government project that you can't talk about?
You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better.
Does it have something to do with Zero?
Well, why would you think that?
Because you seem to know more about Zero than you're letting on. The way you were talking in the infirmary. There's even a Zero. Sure sounds like you heard a Zero before to me. And Alice, from what you two were saying, I bet you know something about Zero too. You can't hide it forever. Just tell me what's going on here.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Clover,
It's okay. I think we can tell him a little.
What do you mean this isn't the first time?
About a year ago, 9 people were kidnapped and forced to play a game. The rules were different, but it was called the Nonary game too. Oh, wait, I guess only 7 of them were really kidnapped. I mean, 2 of them were actually the ones behind it. No, I guess if I count the other 2, then there were 9. Anyway, the people behind that Nonary game also called themselves Zero.
Hold on there. Can you give me more details? Besides, how do you even know about this in the first place?
Because I was part of it. I was one of the people who got kidnapped.
You mean this is your second Nonary game?
No, it's my 3rd.
Third?
The same thing happened 10 years ago.
What do you... Then that means you have to have something to do with this.
I guess you could say that.
What do you mean you guess? How could you not? Whoever keeps doing these Nonary games must have decided they wanted you to play a third one.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because the game was run by a different person both times. And the guy behind the first Nonary game has already been arrested.
What about the second one? You said there were 2 people for that one.
They're still on the run, but...
Then it has to be them.
No, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because they already did what they were trying to do. There's no way they'd have another Nonary game.
Okay, well, that makes no sense. Let me see if I have this straight. The Nonary game has already been done twice by different people and for different reasons.
Yes. Well, I can't be totally sure, but I think so.
Then why is whoever's doing this calling it the Nonary game? Isn't it just coincidence that they're calling themselves Zero?
I don't
Or is
know.
That's not good enough. You gotta think. Clover, you're the key to figuring all this out, but you gotta think.
But I don't know. Oh,
What?
the gas mask.
The mask? I saw it too. But what about it?
Well, somebody in a gas mask showed up and used that white smoke stuff on me. That's what happened a year ago, and that's what happened on the 22nd. Someone with a gas mask attacked Alice and me while we were...
Whoa. Then it's gotta be the same person.
But I don't know why they do that. I mean, they already did what they needed to do. And if it was them, then I don't know why all these other people are here. Except for me and Alice. None of you guys have anything to do with what happened a year ago, right?
Well, I mean, I know I didn't have anything to do with it. Are you sure you've never met any of the other people here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know I've never met Luna, or Dio, or Tenmyoji, or Quark, or Phi, but Kay...
Right. There's no way to know who he is under that armor. And if his memory loss is real, he wouldn't know even if he had met any of us.
Unless we can get that mask off him, I can't say for sure if I've met him before or not.
Then, before one of us could break the silence... Tenmyoji? What's wrong?
Luna! Where's Luna?
She's not here.
What's wrong?
It's Quark. Something bad's happened.
Hey, calm down. What happened?
He just collapsed. I have to find Luna. She said she was some kind of a doctor, right?
Luna's over in the lounge. Where's
in the
Quark?
infirmary.
Got it. I'll go get Luna. You head back to the infirmary. Clover, Alice, you're with me.
Okay.
Right.
We bolted out of the crew quarters and headed toward the lounge and Luna. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds, his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
I felt my stomach lurch. Don't tell me.
Yes, he's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean.
Yeah, they have. I told them about it before we went to the lounge.
What? No. No, that can't be right. Quark can't be... There must be something we can do. How can we cure him?
Well, the Atom says that there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it?
Was there none in the infirmary?
Sigma, Tenmyoji, and I looked everywhere. We didn't find anything.
We didn't find anything like that in the crew quarters either.
No luck in the lounge.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Tenmyoji's voice broke as he spoke. With a tortured sigh, he collapsed to his knees.
Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this!
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight toward his heart.
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Guys, I could use a hand.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji! What the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyoji! Can you even hear me?
Oh. Right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me! Ah!
This kid's lost it. Somebody get that scalpel away from him.
Right. I've got it.
Good job. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we gonna do? We gotta calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Soparil Beta.
Soparil.
That's the anesthetic. The one that's in our bracelets.
Good, perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Nighty night.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves. Everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article Sigma showed me.
You'd better not be lying.
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses that do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes, at least I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6? I pulled the newspaper article out of my pocket and looked at it again. Everyone else crowded in.
Look at this last line. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Are you saying this is some kind of quarantine zone?
I already explained this. That's not possible.
Why not?
Dio ran through what he'd told the rest of us in the lounge.
Then you're saying the newspaper article was faked?
But the virus is clearly real. That Adam machine told us he was infected with Radical 6.
So, do you know how that thing works? Zero Senior probably just programmed it so that it would spit out whatever he wanted. Besides, there was something Sigma mentioned. Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, but
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
What?
What did you say?
As much as I would love to, I'm sorry. Time's up.
Time?
Hit the buttons on your bracelet.
5 minutes.
And we only have 5 minutes until the chromatic doors open downstairs.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but I'd really need more than 5 minutes to explain this.
As if you'd tell us even if there was time.
Or would I? Who knows?
Fine. We'll deal with this later. Right now, we need to get to the elevator and head down to floor B.
what are we going to do about Quark?
I'll carry him.
Are you sure?
I can't just leave the boy here. Besides, if we don't have Quark's bracelet, there'll be one team who can't open their secondary door. If that happens...
They'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Very well then. I will carry Quark. I will be able to move much faster than Tenmyoji.
You make a good point. Look, are you sure about this? Can I trust you?
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine, just be careful.
Of course.
All right, let's go. We're running out of time, people. Move!
At Vi's command, we all began to run. The door opened and we spilled out into the warehouse.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
They're open! We need to hurry.
Who's going to go in which door?
What are our options?
We're almost out of time. Pay attention. We've only got time to do this once. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
These typically are irrelevant. We'll just choose what they show us.
3 minutes remain.
So how do we want to pair up?
I think the people who have the greatest disadvantage should get to choose.
What do you mean?
The people who have 1 BP.
So you, Phi, Luna, and Sigma?
Yes, exactly.
All right, then. Who do you want to go with, Alice?
Anyone but Dio. I'd rather die than get paired up with that prick. Just anyone but him.
Damn. That's a lot of hate.
What did you expect? You betrayed me.
Hey, I told you already. That was Quark.
I don't believe you.
What? You're telling me you trust him more than me? Anybody other than Dio could mean Quark, you know. You willing to pair up with him?
He's asleep. I don't really think I need to worry about him voting.
I glanced over at Quark. He looked tiny, cradled in Kay's arms, fast asleep. If I didn't know any better, I'd think he was just a kid who tired himself out from playing too hard.
All right, bye. Who do you want to go with?
Anyone other than Tenmyoji is fine. My reasoning is the same as Alice's. He betrayed me last time.
I guess that's fair.
If we want to honor Alice and Phi's requests, then we can go with any option besides C. So, A or B?
Hold on. We've got 2 other people with 1 BP. How about you, Luna?
I don't really have a preference. Clover and Kay did betray me last time, but...
They're both pairs now. And since you're a pair too, there's no way you'd end up going through the same door as them.
Yeah.
All right, then, Sigma. What about you?
Let's see. Clover and I were a pair. That meant I had to choose one of the 3 solos. Can I save the game here? I can make the decision first. I'll take Tenmyoji, so we'll go through the blue door.
Me? But I picked Betray last time.
Exactly. So I'll just make you pick Ally this time. Well, I guess I should say you won't have a choice.
Is that so? Mind telling me how you'll do that?
I'd love to, but we don't really have the time. Ask me again later, okay? And with that, I'm gonna end this video here, because I'm pretty sure we'll go right into the room, and we'll do, the next one will be a puzzle video, so stay tuned for that one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!